Oftentimes we'll see teams rotate away from that and go towards C, but it seems like Sharks want to hunker down and try to take this fight.
Doug, setting the tempo. NUTURN is saying, we don't even want you to think about your strat. We've already taken out prozin. That's a lot of the control that's going to be on the flank. Now you need to fight the rest of them as they come in, and Sharks is doing their damnedest to hold this position. With this,
and they're about to clash around this spike.
Oh my god, the cat and mouse game right now. Nice job by DeNaro. That was a definite and necessary pick. 2v1 on him, focused down to back alley. A attacker spawn side. And okay, Sharks are slowing it down. They're regrouping exactly what they need to do. A little bit of util used to grab this back, and we're going to have a bit of a reset in the round here. How does it play out?
See, Sharks, they have hightailed it over towards C where Solo is waiting, but with 4 health, what do you have in you? Not much at all.
In the sight!
Allows the last one standing. Wall going to keep him at bay, at least for the time being, as the spike goes down.
What a play by Sharks to weather the storm so far. NUTURN getting themselves into murky waters back there. Didn't have all the angles. Sharks was still able to work
from C Link, so they're going to be able to get the spike down. And this is Riv. This is going to be a chaos fight through utility. You see, he hasn't even been able to get the spike down, and the clock continues to tick away. He's going to have to get on it soon. There's the spike. Leitch is able to finally plant it. Numbers advantage, still in favor of NUTURN, however slight. They're still there. Peri spotting where DeNaro is able to land the shots to clean him up. Another one falls on the side of Sharks as the round drops down into the hands of Frost. He's going to get tagged up. Lakia on the defuse, and I just don't know that he can do much there between the utility that's coming from every possible way. It's just too much to handle. NUTURN are on the board.
Yep.
Has to stay alive, though, using a couple of shock darts to delay the plan, at least for the time being. And there's the Hunter's Fury as well, but may have been a bit early. Yeah, DeNaro's just be able to dance things around, but with 13 seconds left, now they're going to have to force the spike down. In a less than ideal situation, DeNaro manages to get it down just in time. And now it's going to be an absolute bloodbath for the side of 4-on-4 as prozin dances around the cloudburst as that evaporates. There come the kills, and there goes the round win for Sharks. A 2-round lead early on. Oh, Lakia's in a great spot. Lakia good for 1. Surely his position's been given away, but it might not matter. He gets a second one as well, as allows looking to add insult to injury. The res is going to come up onto prozin, is on to be an early Rolling Thunder as Solo looks to destroy the lockdown and take care of Fra as well. The spike looks like it's going to go down just in the nick of time. Allow with the op. Holding a tight corner.
Here.
Seeing if you can find anyone. A straight up 3v3 here for this site. DeNaro still has the Hunter's Fury, but I mean, from that spot on the site, what can you really do? Excellent setup by gaabxx as he's able to get 2 more. 4 on the round, looking for the ace. Peri drops
$1,000 credits for the team, but this is going to be tough buys on Econ.
Oh, Riv, he had stuck it. Life was all the way up in heaven. You can tell as soon as that goes off, they want to go away, but he gets punished as soon as he finishes the ultimate. Allows fully online, folks, as he's already gotten 3 on the round. Sharks just down to scraps as their attempt at getting onto A goes absolutely sideways.
I think Allow realized that bank account might go in the red just in a second here, so he picked up a few $200 stacks to throw in there. Solo gets taken down by gaabxx as he is always good for 1 or 2, and how many more will it be this round?
Slowly, quietly, tried cutting noise, tried giving off the idea that they may be rotating away, but no, he was still there, and now the spike is on no man's land. DeNaro in a nearly impossible situation, and while
routing NUTURN, here we go.
Lakia using the Hunter's Fury as the kill feed just like bleeds red. Sharks have already taken care of 3. Leitch is going to get the spike down. Solo shows up to the party and a bit late. Unfortunately for him, as E and Allow find themselves in a 2v5. No real access to the site. There's a wall that's denying any sort of entry from Rod.
The way he's playing Sage is incredible.
Oh, it was there. It was a beautiful setup. You heard the flash. You heard the blade storm. They dash across. Now the res is on there. And while the res does channel through, they know where it was. Solo's not able to convert onto any of that. And through the chaos, that was the first couple of seconds of that round, NUTURN find themselves in a 3v5.
Slowly moving it back. And it's a little bit of a push here from Lakia. He could be in danger. This is going to be a drone coming around. He'll get seen out. He hears it, and now he knows he might be in a pretty sticky situation, so he looks to rotate out, gets clipped. Leitch comes up with the frag there, and now it's going to be the movement towards A. Again and again, Doug, we see dwindled numbers of NUTURN trying to hold or retake a site here as Sharks is just able to open it up, but Peri says, maybe, not this time.
Oh, Peri already good for 3, but only 4 bullets, and oh, it's gonna run dry. Had a chance at 4, got cleaned up. Suggest.
Okay, so he just goes for the firefight. And that's a tough one to take against gaabxx. Suggest
that he's going to show up right behind them. If he goes undetected, he's going to flip this thing on its head. He's been spotted. Solo, good for 1. Backs away. Yes, the kill gets traded out of prozin. There comes the paranoia. The dash out from prozin as well as he's able to connect it onto Suggest, looking for more. As they get onto the site again, NUTURN can't stop anything. They can't stop a nosebleed right now as Sharks just continue to run over all of NUTURN.
Another 30-second strat from Sharks. Just walking the other team around. You don't get your first confident shot, your first angle, what your strat on defense would be. And Sharks is doing a great job at reading that and getting their way into the site. These rounds as well, they make sure they don't lose too much here. You got to give credit to NUTURN for taking down a few members. But with the way the rounds are going, that is just the money bags on the side of Sharks right now. And as they look to trade each other, pop out, that's going to be the real and deal. Peri and Solo come up with 2. And they have a bit of ground. Do they instantly act on it? Oh my word, prozin.
You can see Peri there with the spike, wanted to go C, was actually on the way, and then Frog gives Solo the business, left, right, good night, and then they're now Peri rotates away, and it looks like they're going to want to hit A. They do have a star, both stars actually denying info early on, but with 40 seconds left, DeNaro, oh my gosh, DeNaro gets destroyed out of Loud, dashes onto the site, manages to get the kill. gaabxx looking for something, not going to make anything convert. Fra left alone in a 1v4, nowhere near the site. Peri's going to get the spike down as well.
30 seconds left.
This isn't the Spectre, but rifles the rest of the way, and some pretty early aggression towards A.
Good damage. Great damage on that. Let's look at the health bars. Oh my word, did you just call this or what? You think it's a choose your own adventure? It looks like Sharks is just reading the same book page for page here. gaabxx picks another one up, and now they're going to have to fight over A a little bit more, Doug.
Player standing. Spike
4.
down A.
Looking for another gaabxx. I believe this is the second 4K of the map for him. Fra manages to get on there, manages to get the spike down, and gets away with his life. So now we're going to see this insane fight, and take a look at Peri. Peri has to win this gunfight to give them the room to breathe, to control Garage. That's often such a highly exploited area of the map to deny things, but Rave, they may have gotten too far off the site. There's nobody watching things right now. prozin looking to try to get the diffuser, try to wallbang through there and deny things, and so far, it seems to be working. I don't know that Sharks are going to be able to get in at this point. DeNaro in a good spot. DeNaro good for 1.
Standing ahead.
Sobas.
Tee him up. There's a second. But a great round. A great round from NUTURN.
Honestly, they had to pull that card out. Face to face, they have not been able to do much against Sharks. If you can get under their skin and make
some recent success. And prozin looking to stuff it. Blast Pack's aggressive. The flash was there. prozin good for 1. Hunter Series going to come out as well as DeNaro joins.
Oh my gosh, Sharks.
DeNaro using one of his own as Lakia manages to get a kill. I don't know if DeNaro's going to find the same success, but what he did do was clear out a good bit of space. Lights to only 1. Without an upgraded weapon here, Fra. Going aggressive, Fra, good for it. Lakia drops the spike, but Peri right there at the exact right time. To help things out, the res is going to come through as well as Suggest is trying to stop any more aggression coming in from Sharks, but Light gets dropped.
Suggest was super low. That was a very big trade to take Lights down. And we saw it was Sharks picking up a few of those weapons, able to make themselves a bit stronger here on the defensive round. Now they push through to grab a few more, make sure none of those are Spectres. The plant goes down, but Peri is the lurker. Like I said, the quiet info gatherer with the high success of life chance. And there he goes, lives once again. Nice shot by Suggest. This could leave it up to Peri. And here's coming gaabxx, 1v1.
gaabxx healing up. Peri just kind of has to play this patiently. She's going to rotate over. gaabxx with the tap. The gravity well is going to come out. Just narrowly missing as you see all of that utility used to buy time for Peri to show up. gaabxx in the 1v1 looking to answer the call, and he does just that as he's going to get the defuse and get Sharks to map point.
The wide peek from Peri. He thought he may not have the angle.
Gaab starting off hot. Allow's already been destroyed.
Oh my,
the
what?
investment of utility to get into U-Haul suggests good for one. As NUTURN, they're still trying to like brute force their way into this thing. And Riv, you got to keep an eye on the minimap. Look at Fra rotating through market. This is something we see on Bind a lot. If teams turtle too long, if they are not decisive with their moves, there's a possibility that they get blown to shreds. And that's exactly what happens to Peri as he drops.
That was an absurd, we'll talk about this in a second. What a win from Sharks. That was an absurd.
NUTURN invested the fault line to clear out some of Hookah, but they don't swing with it. His patience pays off as he shows up just in the nick of time to take care of one. Lykes does on the other side of the map as well. The spike still has not been picked up, and the one good thing from here is that Solo is alone with the spike. There's a whole lot of noise happening on A, so he should be able to waltz into B for absolutely nothing. The best way this pans out for them is if NUTURN is able to continue to cause problems on A. If Peri can get another kill, there's a chance at something, but he's going to hightail it out just in the nick of time. The spike's going to go down, and it looks like Sharks are going to show up to the party just a bit late, but what can they do with it? Solo with the Sheriff playing that tight angle. Peri spotted one as well. They've gotten onto the site, but how do they deal with the defense? Is good for one, not good for a second as well. A 1v1. Lych looking to come up top, but no! Peri gets a 4K to win the round, to tie us up early, and to destroy. You even see, like, you see how they're trying to play around and exploit different areas. You mentioned the late orb grab. That's exactly what we saw. NUTURN really just kind of picked this thing apart.
Ooh. Nice
NUTURN look to work their way onto A, and once again, Fra is on a flank, and he's gonna get the timing right. He's gonna get the timing right. Good for one. Looking for the second, line him up and knock him down. Yeah, he drops, but the damage has been done. What can NUTURN do to salvage this situation? They fully abort on the rotate. They're going back towards A, and the thing is, Sharks have their defenses split. It's just Lych by himself.
Everything they want. The bolt almost targeting Allow, but he's able to hide. Scary spot for him. 30 HP on Light, and it's a bit of damage onto Allow.
Yeah, Peri's in a great spot. You've got to get Showers controlled. It's so difficult to get the site back if you don't have that area, and Peri's showing that in full display here. DeNaro somehow manages to get away and manages to survive as long as he has the tap. Not gonna matter. Peri dash right behind it as Allow tries to get onto the site. Bladestorm and Toe, the flash was there too, but again, Showers proves to be the problem. Lych gets CC'd up to high heaven as he tries to stay alive, and so far is able to do so for the time being. Gets tagged up. Lakia on the flank. Good night, good sir, as Lakia drops. Light regains, it maintains, control. Oh, they're flipping. They're flipping. Surely they got a bite on that.
Low HP, they're going to have to stick together for a bit, even if you have DeNaro seeing them. Good shock darts from this position. If he bounces them, they're guaranteed to land right on the spike, so great damage. There's one. Finds it. Every Sova player will know it and feel that one. And now it's going to be DeNaro entering the site alone, and he makes it count.
No, Solo has the Rolling Thunder, but we can talk more about that later. Peri in a 1v2 with 6 health. Good for one. As Frog
did he hear it?
Tries to get it to half. You've got to bang through that if you want to stop this thing. Peri forced to swing out. Frog plays him like a hand of cards, reads him like a book, and gets the defuse.
Gets that spam through, plays him on a bit.
It's a blind path through the teleporter if you're going to go that way, but they are not going to go that way. They fully committed the showstopper, the Rolling Thunder as well. DeNaro's already off the site. They have full control, but prozin looking to deal a little bit of damage back, and he does just that as Allow drops.
And that's a whole lot of not allowing Sharks to do anything and get in position. DeNaro gets taken down at the back. Sova almost wants to be an elbow hiding all the time. So no darts to come in there, figure out what's going on. And now NUTURN get to spread out, fortify the site, and get a good garrison going here for this post plant.
But Riv, no, they don't have... Oh my gosh, they didn't have control, but it didn't matter. They lined up for Lakia, and he knocks them down. That's such a pivotal area of the map to hold. And you... Attention towards B. You see the smokes come out. This time there is elbow control. Fra has to stay alive here for his teammates to arrive. Keep in mind the orbital strikes in tow as well, and there it is. Rains fire down from the skies as Peri gets cooked to a crisp as Allow gets one as well. Now Lakia with the Hunter's Fury has red gaabxx. He knows he's there, tries to land the shots, but no, gaabxx wins one. Looking for a second, gets dropped. Allow good for 3. NUTURN at 7.
And almost gets one with the showstopper.
Oh, but they pinch at the right time. It's beautiful. They push up A short as they make their way in through Showers as well. They have full control of that area of the map. Keep an eye on Fra again. He's the lurk. He's going to try to be fighting for Showers control, and he gets just that as he drops Lakia. Now they have an anchor. Now they have a chance at doing this thing. This is a winnable round for Sharks. but they're going to have to land a couple of big kills. There's one that's good for him as Solo drops the 3v3 here as they try to slowly creep their way onto the site. Prozin spot's been exposed. There is no Hunter Suri to deny things for now. That's
not a good spot for
Prozin gets it to half. Oh, he tried sticking, no, but he gets gunned down by Suggest. Suggested show some fancy footwork to stay alive from Lakia, and Suggest just stays quiet, like you said. He's gonna get away. I mean, with everything he could possibly want. Prozin drops as DeNaro does as well. That's going to open the door for them to get through with real ease.
But it's a TP.
It's insane, Riv, because they've taken they take 2 sites, right? They took A, they waltzed their way onto A, and they do so onto B. They just have full authority on the map. Oh, gaabxx. All right, gaabxx. No, gaabxx drops it.
Trying to gain more space. U-Haul control is pivotal, but even a little bit more towards that vent. Drop back and forth, dog. We're getting to get the fights in as Frost in 3. Stand tall in U-Haul.
Oh my gosh, they hold fast just fine. Just Peri alone, and Peri was up in heaven the whole time, and now they know exactly where he is. That's a brutal spot to be. Frog gets to 3, as do Sharks as well, and that was an excellent start. Just 2 isn't able to land anything. Oh my gosh, Prozin was there as well. But Peri swings on him, gives him the business. And
Showers who's doing what. NUTURN loves to be able to do that, and they'll say, yeah, you're going to flash, you're going to dart. We'll run in front of that with a quick paranoia. We see a lot of teams do it. It's nothing new. It's just a nice, easy flash dash play you can get to. Allow able to pick that one up as they clean up another round.
They haven't made their way in. There are only so many places they could be, and Allow has spotted them. He knows exactly where they are. The Viper's wall denying info. Oh, gaabxx, baby. gaabxx reads it. gaabxx punishes Allow. But Peri on the tree. Peri on the tree. Phantom Gang in full display as he gets 3. Oh, NUTURN map point.
12-5. Sharks keep themselves in this second map and alive. We got a Scent next, and that's going to be a spicy one for both teams if it is cleaned up here by NUTURN.
And just excellent play around the utility. And dude, the thing is, like, Sharks knew where that pressure was coming from. You even saw gaabxx there. They expected that pressure, and that's homework that's been done because you look.
I've got your train.
What are they going to do? Here comes the Seekers. The Showstopper is going to go through as well, along with the Hunter's Fury. Peri mows down 1. Trying to stay alive, may have to ult in order to get to safety. No, not able to get away. Allow still on the anchor. Allow looking for more. There's a second Hunter Fury and the Showstopper coming out from Suggest as they try to fight for the site. The spike has still not made it on there. Suggest is good for 1. Gonna get caught with his pants down. Oh, DeNaro, no, Suggest, not like this. DeNaro drops. Lich alone, looking to keep the map alive, and no, turns around. Hello, quietly, there's the flash. Out of, there it is, and the kill's gonna land as well as Light drops. Allow is taking so much space away. Frost is sitting duck. He's gonna drop as well, along with DeNaro. It's a bloodbath over by Tiles as so much pressure is exerted from NUTURN. I mean, that was gorgeous. And here we go, Solo. Trigger discipline, good for 1. Looking for more, and if it wasn't the Spectre, it was the freaking Nano Swarm as he gets 3, gets 4, a second. Back-to-back. Pile up a hit onto B here. They've got Lakia in the back of the site. They also have Solo sitting here.
Look at how they're encroaching as well into spawn. They've worked the mid, Doug. What I wanted to see. Quick TP back out. Frosting coming in with the Odin on the backside of the site, and they have to take it now. It's all about getting the Sova out of Boathouse. Lakia and Solo hold it down.
But enough to make him think about it.
I love this coming from Sharks. All out, rolling through. Prozin goes down. Lich is going to find himself falling as well as Solo. Finding shots left and right. He says
some damage, but that's it so far. This is going to be a spicy retake. The flash comes through. Suggest already takes care of 1. gaabxx is going to drop as well. There's a lockdown as it creates some space, and they have to respect it, right? They don't really have anything to get in there and deny that, so they give that space up. Now NUTURN find their way onto the site. Frost in a great spot. There are 2 still playing back and long. They both drop. Frost left alone. Frost good for 1, and Frost drops. Not able to pull out any of the heroics as NUTURN marches on. He's still on A, right? That's still where they, well...
That's a call. That's a call out.
That's still where they wanted to go. They're certainly going to reconsider things. Yeah, that spike's going to drop as well. They know everything that's going on right now. DeNaro's going to show up along with Lich. They don't have the spike. They don't have health. At least DeNaro doesn't. Lich has a chance at something special here in a 1v3. Nothing but a Spectre. Nothing. 6-0 for NUTURN. Interesting adaptation from Sharks. My God. He has already gotten 2. He might get a 3rd. He understands.
He heard him.
Yeah, the orb was there. Right, Riv, for as brutal as things have been for Sharks, I think an 8-4, you take that, right? Like, that's very much
absolutely.
okay. But Seekers coming out from Suggest, you can tell they want to go there. There's the lockdown. Hunter Siri, presumably to clear things out from Lakia. Yep, there goes the lockdown. And they're going to use a showstopper as well. Peri's in a great spot. Peri doesn't get spotted. My gosh, he's going to mow them down. He's already gotten 2. They never knew he was there. And if it wasn't Peri, it was Suggest. NUTURN refused to give up an inch. They don't allow anything in through that door. Another flawless round, courtesy of our friends over at Prime Gaming.
Hold out. And they'd have to go versus the intel over at B or the backup retake kind of aggressiveness over at A. And like we said, you'll always get Suggest alive. He's in the back, ready to throw out Guiding Lights or the Trailblazer. Nice set of strat here. That's the dart going over as well, so they can spot, allow. I love the combo. This is what we need to see from Sharks.
Yeah, it was an excellent setup with the Paranoia and the Dart as well, and the Hunter's Fury on top from DeNaro. Peri's going to get mowed down as Fraff blasts across the screen, gets dropped. But the Shock Dart's delaying things. The spike now, it's going to go down. What can Lakia do? Can they keep this perfect game alive? A 2v4? No, she drops. It's just solo. In a 1v4 with a Phantom. But a difficult spot. Now position's been given away as well. And Riv, there were doubts, right? Like, there were doubts on whether or not it would happen.
Yeah.
But it looks like Sharks are going to get on the board.
They need to. And I question what... I got to go back and look at it. Obviously, we just saw NUTURN, Hunter's Fury, ult back and really take down a nice strat that Sharks put together. But what was stopping Sharks from doing this before? It's such an aggressive strat. It's nicely played. I think it has a great return because everybody is relatively safe throughout it. Because you're either going... You're right.
All right, what do Sharks have here? What else can they dial up? You hear the run it back has been used from prozin. He's going to flash. He's going to get some space. But you've got to keep an eye on Solo. Is that Solo? Yeah, Solo's in a great spot again, right? Like, he's still undetected. A great crossfire. Lakia's #1. Solo gets 2. The spike goes down as well. As NUTURN look to continue to put Sharks down. But it drops into a 2v2. Make that a 2v1. Allow. As a Phantom. Light looking to get the spike down. Allow quietly working his way around as the spike gets planted. Oh, he's not going to check it. He's not going to check the 50. A couple bullets to the back of the head. Pop, pop. And they're chasing him down.
Oh, my word. Look at Solo. He gets taken out by Lights right away as the Seekers try to pinch in where Sharks is. NUTURN want to make this round count, but Sharks are saying, no way. We've already thought of that. One goes down now from Allow, and it's going to be off the op.
Peri good for 1 as well. Lakia already good for 2. My goodness.
To stay mobile, and we see now DeNaro has leaned towards A.
Light with a great Paranoia, but the flash is there to counter things out. Allow dancing around the Gen. No, not able to land the shots. As gaabxx is the one who cleans him up. Looking for a second. Gets a 3rd as well.
Spike down.
He's been a thorn in their flesh. A 4th kill. As Peri playing this pretty well. Good for 1. Not able to get the 2nd. gaabxx gets the 8. And that doesn't really land any shots, gets pushed back. As NUTURN turn their attention to A. And man, they're going Riv.
Firing in. That dart didn't really see too much. Not damage onto Light either, but they know where he is. In the middle of the site, he's going to take that fight. And it's a 1-for-1 trade.
gaabxx trying to hold things down from up top. Has the showstopper here. In a 4v3, they still have the numbers advantage, and the more utility you draw out, things like that, right? Like, that's a win if you're NUTURN, because you know B is entirely open. Lakia has gotten onto the back of spawn, so this ultimate from gaabxx, excuse me, does nothing. Right? That's gone. There's no value there. Lakia understands where the pressure's coming in from. They should be able to get the spike down. The thing is, Lakia only has a Sheriff. That makes things very difficult.
Bot, but not enough time to put it down. He wants to try to catch a 1v1 situation before they peek. That's 1. He looks for the 2nd. DeNaro with the 3K.
Such a good hot handset. Delays really any entry. You saw that they had no way allowing Lakia couldn't get through that, and then the curveball through the smoke lands another one as well as prozin, then repositions himself onto the site. 12 seconds left. They have to get onto the site. They have to fight their way through this, and so far, so good. Lakia and Peri get a couple apiece. Peri should be able to get the spike down, and now the remaining members of Sharks have arrived. A great dart to expose where Peri is. Gravity well, he's just a sitting duck. gaabxx is as well. NUTURN take the round back.
Oh no, Hunter's Fury. That'll activate things, knowing maybe where the other Sova would be with that drone coming out. And it's going to be a slight play towards A.
No, it's a fake.
gaabxx.
It's a fake. It's all a fake, right? They invested the Hunter's Fury.
Yep.
They invested the Seekers, but Solo was
no!
the entire side, but prozin was in a great spot, holding down the middle of the map, spots the lurk, and gets the spike. prozin is sitting on gold. Right now, the problem is he is the most wanted man in the server right now. They know where he is, and he's getting pushed in from all directions. He does eventually drop. They should be able to pick up the spike, and it's going to be a
Try to work together here instead of the 1v1 smart play, as they'll able to find one person in the site, and this is going to be big. If Lakia comes back in time, there it is!
Lakia was key there, and you could see it. The writing was on the wall. If he stays alive, if they don't clear out showers, you're going to get blown to shreds. And you said it, Riv, like you spoke that thing into existence. As soon as the timing passed by, as soon as they knew where Suggest
Wants to be aggressive with the ult. He doesn't find one there. Great job coming out of Fra.
and really great job coming out of NUTURN. You see there was no way that he walks out into the middle of the site without almost everyone on the team seeing him.
Yeah.
Right, gaabxx has already dropped. Excellent counter to the run it back, but prozin's still in a good spot. Well, he was until Solo happened. That's another one that drops as NUTURN continue to creep closer and closer to finishing off Sharks, to finishing off this series. They're going to get on to B with relative ease. Fra's the last remaining member on the site. He's got to go big here. Well,
Allow hits. Fra goes down.
Left.
Leitch doing what he can.
You should run.
And he should run. But he wants to run at.
Planted.
He will deny that call. Ooh, there it is. Suggest.